This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Well, it's going to take us a second to find it because it's been we haven't.
It's been a minute.
We haven't worn this rusty chain in a year.
It's been about 2.
2 years. We always do that. That's a classic Royal We move.
Classic.
We just stop doing it.
Yeah. No rhyme or reason. We just.
Yeah, I'm out living on a lake now. I'm just out fly fishing, and Nate pulled up in an unmarked van, wearing sunglasses and a nice suit, and said, "Sam,
it's time."
I'm out of the game, Nate.
Listen, we were all out of the game, but 2020 has pulled us right back in.
It sure fucking has.
Oof.
Well,
yeah, it has.
We're not. Imagine. No one's hearing it first from us.
No. We're coming in on the ass end of 2020, being like, "Hey, quite crazy year, huh, guys?"
Right.
Meanwhile, half the population is either being killed by policemen or on fire.
Yes, or dying.
A global pandemic.
Yeah, mystery plague.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ripe. Right, the time is ripe for goofs.
It is. The biggest thing I was thinking about coming back into this was like, are we going to be able to find headlines that people even give a shit about as being funny? Because the real life headlines are so insane that it's.
Listen, I dipped my toe, just the skin of my toe into the pool of nonsense, and I have found plenty to talk about.
Oh, nice. All right.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
What we normally do is we find headlines and we read them,
yeah.
But we don't read the articles. Then we have a conjecture-based conversation about what the hell that could be about.
Man, just like riding a bike.
Because, facts just get in the way. If you guys want to send us headlines and shit, I think all of our stuff's still up at Royal WeCast on Twitter, royalwecast@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. We probably have an Instagram, maybe a Facebook. That's all probably still up. Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, you probably already know how to contact us. So, I don't know. How do you want to do this? You want to just... Yeah, I haven't sorted anything into any drawers.
That's right. We got drawers. We got... we got stuff.
I have some things, but I think we've talked about a lot of them because I have my old goof grease drawer list pulled up. But
crunch some monkeys.
I'm pretty sure. I'll say some of them, but I think maybe we've talked about them. Like, did we talk about?
Okay. This
is in the medicine drawer. Hospital apologizes after brain goes missing.
Who are they apologizing to? If not the guy whose brain was missing. It was clearly somebody was owed a brain.
Oh man,
or something, and now it's missing.
Yeah, who? Oh yeah, that's a good question. Who are they apologizing? His estate?
They're probably apologizing to they're apologizing to their superiors, I guess. You guys did what? Because a brain's got to be on the list of all the organs that you don't want to go missing. A brain. That's worth that's a jibba-jab-joob.
Well, how would you know that your brain is missing? Like, if you go to a funeral, it's like open casket, whatever. You don't know your grandpa's brain is gone.
No, you would never know your brain's missing unless unless you've been downloaded into some kind of computer or something.
Man, that reminds me. Today I tried to explain to a bunch of Taiwanese people what conspiracy theories are, and the one I chose as like entry-level conspiracy theory was that when Steve Jobs died, they uploaded him into the internet and he is Siri.
Oh.
And no one understood what I was talking about. I also don't know if that's a real conspiracy theory because I may have just made that up.
I was going to say, man, I've never heard that before.
Oh, shit. Did I just make that up?
I don't know. You may have just made that bullshit up.
I wish I was a conspiracy theorist because I don't obviously, but then you'd always have like so much excitement to just, like the world is out to get you and it's like, oh God, did you hear this? Mm-hmm. It'd like be glued to the news. But like right now I don't give a shit about anything because I don't think that shit's real.
Yeah. And there's some good ones floating around right now too. Some like juicy, like crazy shit floating around.
For conspiracy theories, like explaining all this nonsense and all that?
Yeah, like stuff saying that like the 5G network was lowering people's immune systems to make them more susceptible to coronavirus, and that those little metal nose pieces in the masks were helping transmit the 5G. So by wearing a mask, you actually contributed to the spread of the virus. Yeah,
I haven't heard that. That's really wild.
That's real wild.
Wake up, you're idiots. You got to wake up, sheeple.
Yeah, did I tell you about the lunatic that I ran into over here?
No.
This is a whole thing. Meanwhile, I've moved into a college frat house, which is that have to be a story probably for another time. But just say the first weekend I was here, there was a party thrown, and this guy was here. He was here all night, seemed like a pretty normal guy. But then by the end of the night, he got a little weird. And I just thought, all right, this guy's...
Wait. In Taiwan, he's a Taiwanese person, a foreigner? Who?
No, he was an expat from somewhere.
An expat from somewhere.
Yeah, just like some big white dude from... I don't think he was from America. Maybe... I'm not sure. I don't think he was... But...
An Expat from Somewhere is a great album.
Expat from somewhere, yeah. Could be anywhere. But he was sitting there all night, and then it got to the end of the night, and he kept acting a little stranger and stranger, and I just thought he was gotten really drunk. And all of a sudden, somebody made a comment, and I made just a roundabout statement about, because somebody said something about something being weird. I said, it's because we're at the end of the simulation, man. Just as a joke.
Yeah, and I've heard you say stuff like that a million times.
Yeah, and I was just clearly joking. We look over at him, and he goes... and he starts shaking his head and like rubbing his knees, and he's like, all right, okay, all right. And then he just goes, oh jeez, okay, yep, we're doing it. And I was like, what? Doing what? What are we doing? And then he just goes into this string of consciousness nonsense, like. I can't even remember most of it because it was so crazy. It was like, there's imposters, and you don't know if you're an imposter, if we're talking to an imposter. They've been placed here by the government, and the birds are watching us, and they're being spread. And I was like, holy shit.
I've heard that one before, too. The birds are watching. I've heard a lot of people talk about the birds are like, the birds aren't real. They're government
yeah, the birds aren't real. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Who the fuck thinks birds aren't like that? Some of them I'm like, oh, like contrails, I don't, and the moon landing, maybe, all right, but birds aren't real. Guys.
Right. There's some stretches where it's like, if you have the ability to fake birds, like why even bother keeping anything a secret? It's like the people who live in the lizard people who live in the earth and eat gold and then slowly infiltrate the government via holograms. It's like if you're there, like
if you've got holograms and fake birds, we're not hearing about it.
Yeah. It's like, just step up. What are they? The shyest overlords of all time. They can't just step up and go, yeah, we're going to dominate this planet. It's like, they're going to be real secret about it.
I know. Right, yeah.
And eat up all your gold because you use it for money and use holograms to be Derek Jeter or some fucking, who knows. Like, okay.
Is he like the list of people who are lizard people who eat our gold is also astounding.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's like, did they not have jobs?
Justin Bieber? Why is it him?
Yeah, why were they just allowed to pick their own jobs? Like, nobody coordinated. It's like, we need...
Dibs on Bieber.
We need people. We need people in, like, the Defense Department. Nope. I'm Britney Spears. It's like, come on. Ragnar, we talked about this.
I think we...
But anyway, this dude went bananas. Yeah, anyway, long story longer. The dude went bananas, and I was like, holy shit. And then he gets through with like a 10-minute rant, and then just gets up and leaves.
Oh, okay.
And this was like at the end of the night. This was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Like everybody I was like, holy shit. I was like, that was bonkers.
Right.
And then the next day I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, who was your buddy over here? To my other, I was like, yeah. It's like he got super drunk and went to the dark side and talking all this crazy shit. And he was like, oh no. He doesn't drink.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then that made it, then I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's way worse.
That's way worse. Because I just thought, like, he's super drunk. But to be totally sober and go to that level of insanity, I was like, oh, no. It gave me chills. I was like, oh, no.
Well, because you said it's not only that he was spouting nonsense, he was like, his body movements and stuff were weird too, right?
Yeah, if he was real, yeah. And it turned out he just had like a schizophrenic episode. Yeah, apparently he fought like a bunch of cops a while back, which is insane here.
Just fought him?
Yeah, he fought like 8 cops, and then they were going to kick him out of the country, and then he got like a medical thing saying, no, I've got medical problems.
Okay, medical problems, but why? But we still don't need that. Like, go have medical problems in your own country, buddy.
Right?
I mean, I'm all for some easy living or whatever, but like, come on, you can't just go, like, just because you have schizophrenia doesn't really excuse you for fighting 8 cops, does it?
Right.
Does it?
No.
Because, I mean, I can imagine if you're Taiwanese, they're like, well, what are you going to do?
Well, the thing is, I guess you have a complete break with reality, so you don't know you're fighting cops.
No, I know. Well, I know, but I kind of mean, it sucks. It's not a great way to think, but I think, like, dude, go fucking drain your own resources and your own, like, you got born into a country, like, if we're going to have separate countries, like, if we're going to play that game.
I see, yeah, 100%, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
Because imagine, like, you're the Taiwanese police, you're the Taiwanese government, you're like,
yeah,
damn it, this guy flew over here, now we got to deal with him fighting cops.
Yeah, go fight your cops.
Here's another one in the medicine drawer.
Yeah.
Woman, I think we actually talked about this, so I'm pretty sure we did.
I love how we didn't answer the thing about the brain at all. It's just like,
answer.
All right.
Have we ever answered any of these?
No, it's just like, yeah, somebody's brain, here's a big tangent, moving on. You guys figure it out.
No, dude, here's a fucking, I think we talked about this, but it's worth touching on again.
Okay.
Woman injured after lighting dynamite mistaken for candle.
Yes, we talked about that, and I love it.
What are the circumstances?
Exactly. We talked about that. Didn't she like blow? She blew like her house up, or like?
Did we? Yeah. Oh, we clicked it. That's one we learned about.
Yeah, we learned about. I don't know what episode it is, but we talked about that in depth. I remember us being like, "Oh my
god, dude, that's so funny." I love it. I love the idea that you'd be like, "Oh, it's dark in here," and then blowing your fucking house up. God damn it.
Yeah, be like, what? Who puts the dynamite anywhere near the candles when it's dark?
Yeah, the fucking Roadrunner does. That's who. Okay, here's okay, we talked about that. Let me go to a different lane. Let's go to ooh, okay.
It's been 2 years, man. Things get money.
It is. It's been 2 years because the last edit I have on this goof grease was almost to the fucking day 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty close.
September 10th.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty close to 2 years to like the doubt.
Okay, here's one. Here's one in. This is odd. Here's one in Spook Grease. I don't know. This doesn't really belong here. Here's a drawer called Spook Grease / Unexplained. Really, I think this might go in the drawer, but you can decide.
Huh? What?
Okay, man dies to fire. No. Let me start again.
What?
Man plans to die in fire.
What? No, that's even worse. If you would have started with that, I'd been like, okay, but.
Until he discovers fire is hot.
Oh God!
Now the thing that I like about this, and this is kind of our podcast in a nutshell, is that's a story.
Is he a caveman?
Okay, sure, right? You can discuss. But then the idea is this was news.
Yeah.
Someone reported on this. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's what I find so surprising. Like, okay, some idiot somewhere was like, oh shit, man, fire hot. But then he reported it to someone. How did we get this information?
That's if you think about that goes pretty deep because you have to be. That means you have you have to become an adult whilst never being exposed to fire. All of us have some point where you touch something as a kid and go fuck, and you remember that forever, and then that's how you learn what hot is. So where are you at to where you're like, I'm going to die by burning?
I'm going to say maybe drugs are involved because, like, we've all been drunk and then not really understood. Like, you're like, oh yeah, fire, whatever, and then like people jumping over fires and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they just don't understand the danger, but maybe somehow. He's like, plans to die. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But it also specifically says man. It doesn't say boy.
Yeah, it says man. Clearly, it was just some dude, some man. That wasn't a child or a woman. That was some dude.
It's always a man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to jump over a fire, blowing stuff up.
It's always a man. Here's one that's pretty topical.
Ooh.
One of Canada's top doctors suggests that you should wear a mask during sex and not kiss.
All right.
I mean, if you're sticking your dick in someone...
I mean, you're already there.
I guess you...
That's not social distancing.
No, man, you're so close to them. That's not social distancing.
And even if you're wearing mask and there's a lot of huffing and puffing going on. There's a lot of crobes getting
doing
spread.
It right.
Yeah, if you're doing it right.
Spread those crobes, baby.
Spreading the crobes. Spreading legs and spreading crobes.
Well, the way it says is the way this headline is listed. It says wear a mask during sex, skip kissing. Canada. I always say Canada. Why? I've said Canada on this podcast about 1,000 times.
Canada says.
Canada's top doctor suggests, but skip kissing sounds like an old racist news broadcaster, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Skip Kissing.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where the hell you were going with that. Like, sounds that wasn't going to be his name. That was going to be something in the broadcast. Like, here's something.
Oh, jeez.
Here's something incredibly old and racist.
Yeah, that's just in my soul.
That has to do with skipping. Like, what are you talking? What?
Hi, I'm Skip Kissing. This just said wear a mask during sex. Canada's top doctor suggests.
Over to my wife, Miss Disappointed.
This is, here's something else. This isn't celebrity news. Do we have a drawer for this? Do we have a drawer just for celebrities?
I don't remember, man.
No, we don't. It's been 2 years. I don't remember either. I don't think we do. Let's make a new drawer.
Okay.
I think because we talk about it often enough, let's make a celebrity sex tape drawer.
Okay.
Because we've talked about a lot of sex tapes on this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Many of them being celebrities.
We talked about many, well, I don't think we've just talked about the idea of sex tapes, have we? It only is of note if it's a celebrity sex tape.
We've talked about, I remember talking about Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
Hulk Hogan, we talked about Vern Troyer, we talked about Octomom of all fucking
Octomom. Yeah, she did make a sex tape.
I re-listened to that, and my brain decided we don't need this. And I don't remember any part of that conversation, nor do I remember there being an Octomom sex tape. I was like, there is? And it's funny because if you listen to me, I go, there is?
What's funny, and I bet I'm not alone with people listening to this, I forgot there was a fucking Octomom. It's like, what the fuck's an Octomom? Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you don't need it. Anyway, we'll do it. Let's
You don't need it.
You don't need
Your
it.
brain just throws it away. You come back and go, oh, fuck, that was a thing from forever ago.
Yeah.
We're going to make you remember the things you forgot to remember.
Well, do you remember, like, really early in reality TV when, like, it was pretty new and, like, everyone was, like, now you've got, like, 90 Day Fiancé and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these people turn into like little, they get their 15 minutes of fame, but before, back when reality TV was pretty new, there was that Kate plus 8. You remember that?
I know the name, but I don't.
Kate, that woman, and she had, like, an Asian husband, and they had 8 kids. And they ended up getting divorced, but it was like all over the news. And it's like, first of all, who's watching this show? Second of all, what the fuck do we care? They have 8 kids, and now we got to know about their dirty laundry too? I've never understood that.
Right? And it's like, like a week ago, I talked to my mom. I talked to her like once a month, and we spent a good 15 minutes talking about a show I've never seen, which you just mentioned, which the 90 Day Fiancé, just because I knew who Big Ed was. And we just kept talking. She's like, he looks like a Tasmanian devil. And I'm like, yeah, he does. And we had a good chortle about it. I've never seen that show. I just know the meme and know that he has a YouTube channel, which is really creepy.
He also has got, what's that called when celebrities... man, we're opening this celebrity section really slow. If anyone's like, who is it? Who's got the new one? Wait, we're getting to it.
You waited this long. Wait a minute.
Their dicks in their hand, like, who am I jerking off to the idea of fucking...
Did you think this was going to be any different?
No, right. 2 years we've learned nothing.
We're going to come back with
We're not better for it.
No, we're not coming back with some magnum opus. We're coming back with, like, this is like... What's the... I don't know. This is like an Ernest movie that didn't make it.
That's like one they didn't make? What do you mean?
I don't know. No, they made it, but nobody saw it.
What were we talking about? Fuck.
Big Ed?
Celebrities, fucking... We talked about Octomom. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Do you want to know who's got it?
Okay, yeah.
Because he's made a debut in porn is Aaron Carter.
I know the name, but I don't know who that is.
Oh, do I know who that is? He was in a boy band, I think.
Oh, Backstreet? Was he in Backstreet Boys?
Aaron Carter. I'm going to Google him, but not click.
Done zero research. I love it.
We never do research. We've never done research.
I like how you were hoping I would know who that was.
I know. I didn't know. And I was like, but I recognize the name, just like you.
Yeah. He's in People Are Screaming right now.
No, I don't think he is. No, I think he's...
Aaron Carter.
I think he's the brother of... God damn it. Do you think the Wikipedia would just give me the... Because I think Nick Carter is the Backstreet Boy.
Is it?
Well, I found a lot of stuff about his legal troubles and his sexuality and relationships, but I don't know who he is.
Says he's an American rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, dancer, record producer, and now porn person.
Okay, Associated Acts. Nick Carter. Who the fuck's Nick Carter? Nick Carter. Oh, Nick Carter's the Backstreet Boy. See, I told you.
No, I said it.
Oh, you said it.
It don't matter. It was said.
And I told... Someone said it, and now guess what? I told you.
Yeah, he's got a lot more tattoos since the last time I saw him.
So, but I don't think you're thinking of the same person. I think Aaron Carter's not the Backstreet Boy.
No. Oh. Well, yeah, I was wrong then. I didn't.
Yeah, I see you were confused. I knew you didn't come along. You're like, fuck you, I said it. You did it.
No, I didn't. I was super wrong. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Fuck that drawer. Hey, I've got something.
Well, it's funny if it's Vern Troyer.
Yeah. I mean.
Or Hulk Hogan. Or Octomom. I guess Aaron Carter, you're right. The drawer only makes sense if it's someone like that.
Yeah, Vern Troyer, rest his soul, is. Did you see his. Rested like it. Did you ever see his YouTube channel where it was just
now he can finally rest.
It was just
I did.
Yep, it's just Vern Troyer trying to do normal things like make a sandwich, and it was like it wasn't even funny. Like when I first watched it for a second, I was like, haha, but then I wasn't even 5 minutes in. I was like, oh man, it's like he's having a hard time just making a fucking sandwich.
Everything about his life was fucking difficult, man.
Yeah, he drank himself to death by drinking like just a little bit of vodka or something.
That's how he died?
Yeah, he drank himself to death. He drank too much.
Fuck.
He drank like a half a bottle of vodka or something and it killed him.
Womp womp. Well, that fucking, hey man.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Here's one in, I don't know what drawer to put this in. I'm going to put this, here we go. Not news / fast food. Let's open that drawer up.
Okay.
Nebraska man says.
I like that not news / could be anything. It's not news, but it's /. So this is.
And of all things, it's fast food.
Yeah. So not news / fast food.
Nebraska man, because again, who is giving these people a soapbox to announce these things? Like, why are we hearing about it? The guy who thought fire was hot, like
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's giving him, he's had him on his podcast. Well, Nebraska man, he says boneless wings are blasphemy, and the time for change is now.
I saw that. He did there's actually a video of it where he gets up and gives a whole speech in front of the chamber of, the local, what is that? Where people can, the town hall, like a town hall meeting.
And he just like stood up and was like, okay, well, now I'd like to make a motion.
Yeah, he gets up and presents his whole case.
But why? Why is he talking to town hall? What the fuck are they going to do about it?
I don't know. I think he was just being a goof. But it
was tongue in cheek.
Yeah, he was being cheeky about it. But but he had a fully formed argument. Like it was a fully formed argument about like why. He's like, there's not boneless other things. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
There's not boneless other things?
I mean, there clearly is bone. But he's like, you don't say I bought a bar of boneless soap. So like, just say you.
No, but there's no bone. What?
Right. I know. I get it. I understand. Yeah. I was in the same boat. A boneless boat. It was like that there was no. It's like the chicken wings aren't that meat anyway, or boneless wings. It's just like usually it's just processed chicken, like a nugget.
It's just chicken, right? Yeah. It's not even wings,
right? So it's not like they took the bones out of it, and then that's what you're getting. It's just processed, and so you don't say you're eating boneless nuggets. They're just nuggets. He's like, all those are more higher quality nuggets. They're like Chick-fil-A nuggets or something, where it's actually.
Some people get really into shit, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, people like I'm gonna fucking. Here's my stand.
Yeah.
Here's the hill I'm going to die on.
Yeah, you always say, I say it all the time, but you say, like, yeah, here's the hill I'm dying on.
Right, yeah. Okay, I've been looking around at different hills to plant my flag in. Boneless wings are bullshit. And even the term boneless, really, if you think about it, you wouldn't buy a boneless boat. You wouldn't buy a boneless bar of soap.
Yep.
Here's one in... Here's one called products and services drawer. I'm opening these drawers just randomly.
Yeah.
Because I don't even remember. When I open it, I got to look at the label. Like, what's this drawer even? What's the drawer even say?
What's it even mean? What's it mean?
Here's one I don't even understand. Like, the English of it is hard to even pierce.
Okay.
You can now get a penis manicure with a nail that ejaculates.
I don't understand any part of that. I know those words, but I don't know what they mean in that sentence.
Okay. A penis manicure is either they're going to put a penis on your hands or they're going to put a big thumbnail on your dick.
Oh, Lord. That seems to be the way I was leaning when I was thinking about it. But neither one of those
second one?
None of those are practical or make any fucking sense.
Let me read it again.
Yeah.
You can yeah, let's slow it down. Let's slow it way down. You can now get a penis manicure.
Okay, we can now do it.
Because before you couldn't. Now a penis manicure.
You couldn't. Now you can.
Penis manicure though, but
a penis manicure. A penis manicure implies that they're like cleaning up your penis somehow. Like you've got.
But manicure though, because why would you call it a manicure if it's not on your hands? It's got to be they're putting a dick on your hands.
You're right, because a pedicure is your feet. They're not calling it like a penicure or a dickicure or a phallicure.
Or maybe they're not doing that. Val Kilmer, they're not calling it that. Maybe they're not doing it just because no one will know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, so you go in there imagine going in there thinking like, I'm going to go in and get a big a fingernail put on the top of my dick. Nobody wants that.
Oh my God. And then who are you showing that to? Just your disappointed wife.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, look, my dick looks like a big toe. Okay, like, what?
And it says with a nail that ejaculates.
Yeah, that's got to be for your fingers, dude.
That's why I'm thinking it's not your.
It's got to be
because why would you?
But still, why would you want any of that?
I mean, if you really think about it, why any of it?
Yeah, why any of that? Even for Halloween.
Oh God, what are you?
Are you going door to door with fingers as penises that ejaculate?
Just take some candy and get out of here.
At willy nilly? Do you have any control over it?
What are? What? Who's getting that done?
Finally. I thought you were asking that to your hands. What are you? It's like what's the thing from The Fly where he's like, I was an insect who dreamed he was a man and loved it. But now the dream is over and the insect is awake. It's that, but, penises for hands.
I mean, technology is really getting to a point, and I'm sure they've been saying this for probably 100 years. Technology is getting to a point where, should we?
Right? Has science gone too far? That's a big theme here. Speaking of which, can I open a drawer? Here's something that
yeah, what you got? You got a drawer?
I know it's unusual for me to be on that side of it, but I've got.
You're on this side of the desk. I didn't know the drawers even open on that side of the desk.
Yeah, I don't even have any drawers, but I have one.
Just a pile of nonsense you want to show me. All right.
That's what. I spend the next 45 minutes just berating you with insanity.
We doing this?
It's been 2 years, Sam. It's chaos up here.
Up here? I mean, did you point to your head when you said that?
I did.
I was like, up here? Where are you?
Yeah. For people who don't know, we're doing this remotely right now. We're going back. Yeah.
Yeah, we're social distancing.
This is old school, man.
That's right. Yeah, we're doing it via the internet. God, I have a funny fucking headline to tell you after you're done. Holy shit.
Okay. I'll make it quick, but I just want to touch on it because it's something we've touched on multiple times throughout the podcast history and its own history. And it's remember head transplant guy?
The guy, yeah. God, that was like apparently always 2 weeks from happening, perpetually.
Yeah, and anyone who's followed this podcast forever will know that we've repeatedly talked about head transplant guy.
God, let's check back in 2 years later. Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about it in episode 82. Survival of the Fungus Fittest, which is a great episode. You should go back and check it out. It's up on YouTube title. And probably will be. Yeah,
it's probably when I had the reins and I would name shit, all kinds of stupid shit.
Probably, but that's a good sode. It's a solid sode. But anyway, we talk about head transplant guy, who had volunteered to have his head transplanted by an actual fucking mad scientist in like China.
I mean, the guy has some sort of problem. He can't use his body, so he's gonna put his head on another body. And the doctor fucking claims he can do it, and has basically shown no evidence that he can do it.
Yeah, he's done it on a bunch of rats that never live very long,
and that doesn't prove much.
No, it doesn't prove. Exactly. Like, there's so much involved. And, like, one of the big things was even if they made it work, even if they got the head transplant to work and he survived, there's a possibility he would wake up insane because he wasn't inside of his own body. Because everything you know consciously from your birth, your brain, all its neural pathways and everything are tied to how your body feels stuff.
Are you feeling? That was some aggressive feeling I just heard.
I'm feeling. So your body's so if you wake up in another body that feels things differently, your brain's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. And they quoted it as saying you could wake up alive, but but suffer a fate worse than death. And the scientists was like, they outlawed it, and he was like, I'll do it in Europe, I'll do it in China. Like, he said, quote, I'm hell bent on putting this man's head on another person's body.
Again, a flag stuck in a weird hill.
Well, yeah, once again, which actually is great in a way.
I agree.
As crazy it is, because it would be, if you could do that, that's a huge step forward, but it's insane. And nobody wants to do it because they're like, the ethics involved, there's so much red tape.
Fast forward 2 years later.
So, fast forward.
So.
They were saying, yeah, so.
So there's that. But now, there's this.
So. All the red tape, and here we go.
And you're for some reason eating something while you're talking. Anyway. And China said no.
Anyway, EU was like, we got Brexit, not even worry about the head guy.
I'm going to pass out for me, Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, this guy, the doctor is like, we're doing it, we're still going to do it. And then all of a sudden, right when he was getting really close to be like, we can go to somewhere in like Transylvania or somewhere and pull this shit off.
Sure, yeah.
The guy goes, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. And the doctor's like, what? He was like, what? It's like, we've been at this for like 8 years to try and get this done.
That's enough time to think better of it.
I'm going to cheat because I have to read what this man actually said.
Okay.
It was the man, he goes, I'm gracefully bowing out of the head transplant, even though the surgeon now insists the list of volunteers is still very long. Because in my life has appeared a woman who I fell in love with. So now I have my own things to do.
Yeah, her.
So yeah, exactly. So now he's like, yeah, I used to not give a shit because they were like, yeah, you're probably going to die. He's like, I don't give a shit. Transplant my head. Dude fell in love. And he's like, yeah.
Dude, this is basically the plot of that movie Fearless. You ever see that?
This is a part of lots of movies, I think. Except you just take. I'm going to put my head on another body.
Yeah, take that out. Instead it's like some kung fu nonsense or whatever. Like he's too aggressive, so he finds a woman. No.
Yeah.
He wants his head put on another body, but then he found a woman.
This is every movie ever. You just take my head going on another body and replacing it with anything and being like, but he fell in love, and now he's not going to do that anymore.
My God.
Oh my God.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I wait for more updates on this event.
Yeah.
I mean, because who knows? Apparently, there's got to be someone who can do it.
Yeah.
And if it's China, why don't they just take him? Because China's.
The dude full on. Yeah, he full on was just like, I was going to get a head transplant. And then he met a woman. He actually got married and had a kid with her. So he's
if he's got kids, yeah, at least he's got more function than I thought.
Yeah, don't just go giving your head away.
There's more motion in that ocean.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he did it. I mean, maybe
there's no sex tape, so I mean, there's no.
Yeah, we've not. Oh my God, he'd been the next one.
God,
former head transplant.
He'd be like, Sam. We need to record today. Do you remember that whole story? Well, guess what? It got crazier. Here's one. And let's get out of here. God damn it, this is funny. Man caught masturbating in front of blind woman assaults officers.
Wait, what?
Man caught masturbating in front of blind woman assaults officer.
God.
He's just jerking it in front of a blind woman, and then the cops were like, hey, and he's like, fuck you. Assaulted the cops.
God, total disregard for any form of social normalcy.
Oh, that's so... God damn it, dude. I mean, I've heard so many stories of, all that Me Too stuff and every woman in my life is just like, yeah, I've seen some dude just jerk it. I've seen just, because men are the fucking worst. And this guy...
He's like, wait, she can't see? All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Game time.
Here we go. All right, let's click one of these. Because, we can always click one of these and learn more about it. What do we got? We got brain missing. We could also just talk about the dynamite candle again, because I think that's fucking funny. I'd like to learn more about it again.
It's super funny. And I have to figure out what episode that's from, because we talked about it, I remember, for a minute.
So we got that, which I do want to click again. We got Aaron Carter, which I don't want to click. We got masturbating guy, and then we've got hospital apologized that the brain goes missing. I think we can click that one.
Yeah, because I don't understand who they're apologizing to.
Let's see. Let's play the card.
Oh, wait, do we have a sound or anything? Wasn't that a thing we did where there was a sound between stuff?
Do we still do that?
Remember, it was like, here's a sound.
This is in Taipei. Oh, no, it's not. It's in Hong Kong. Okay, let's play the card. Brain goes missing. Hong Kong Public Hospital apologized after brain goes missing following autopsy. It says, North District Hospital says, assist police investigations as patient's right group questions string of very serious mistakes. If at the end of a string of mistakes is missing brain, yeah,
yes.
Very serious.
Very serious. Very serious, you guys.
They express deep regret. That's so funny. I mean, it's not. It's off.
No joking around. This is very serious. Listen, holy shit.
The sample room where the brain was stored was not locked or under video surveillance.
What?
Well, okay, sure, but who's stealing brains?
No, not okay, sure. You don't lock or put a camera on like the janitor's closet where the most you lose is like a bucket or a mop. If you lose someone's brain, that's an important thing.
I agree with you, but I'm not thinking like, oh, let me put my brain down while I go to the bathroom. Hope no one takes it. I would never ever think someone's gonna fuck with it. Why is someone taking brains? What's the purpose of stealing someone's brains?
You sell them for. Oh, you have brains though. It's not. That's an organ you can't. Right. Yeah, you're right.
Sell them for what, Nate?
Yeah. You're right. Because I was thinking organ trafficking. But I was like, wait, that's one. We just talked about it. We just said that you can't do head transplants. Only thing that's in a head's brain and eyeballs, and you can transplant eyeballs. Oh, shit. Yeah.
The brain is a major organ in Chinese culture. What? It's a major organ in...
That's the major organ. That's the main... Holy shit. That is funny as fuck.
It is God, it's important. It's an important tradition to die with one body intact. I mean, yeah, if you can try, but I mean, like, depends on how you died.
Oh my god, zombie attack right out, dude. I mean, that is
there's not any information other than like, yeah, we didn't lock the door and someone took it. Like, okay.
And the brain is a major organ, and this I like it just there. Like anywhere else, like yeah, we don't. Brain isn't. Nobody really gives a shit about a brain.
Maybe the point is more like if you're in a more nihilistic culture, if you're more like a chucklefuck like me, like I'm dead, I'm not using it. Fucking take my brain. I'm not upset that my brain is gone.
Oh, sure. Like if you, that's true.
I would be today. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be.
Like if you don't have a proper grave or something, you're going to get up and roam the earth, that sort of thing. Like your spirit's going to roam the,
Right. But like if you weren't dead and then your brain went missing, like if you died because your brain went missing.
But that's a funny way to put it.
Like if cause of death was you lost your brain.
That's cause of death was missing
the hospital's like, oh yeah, he went in to get a dick sewn onto his hand and a penis manicure and he lost his brain. And how are you even gonna find it?
Yeah, because how are you gonna ask it who it belonged to?
Do you think?
Hey, brain.
Well, there's DNA.
There is. There's actual.
That's not what I meant, Nate.
There is, but it was too late for me to say the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Well, I wonder. This must be a thing where certain precincts, or maybe just if a crime is too difficult, do you think cops go?
Absolutely.
We're not gonna figure it out.
100%. And I don't think it's limited just to cops. I think it's everything out there. There's like, no, I ain't got this in me today. Fuck it.
Missing. I mean, who are we gonna ask it?
We're gonna ask it. But Chief, there's DNA. You wanna go back to pushing pencils in the precinct?
I mean, if you really find
keep up with that fucking logic,
a human brain in anyone's possession, you ask a lot of questions. What's up, buddy? Who's that? Where'd you get that?
You have it dressed up with a wig and like some glasses. That's my girlfriend.
It's okay. He stole the brain.
Evening, ma'am.
It's for the HOV lane.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's not. Yeah. I mean. And this has been another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam. Did we say our names at the end too?
I don't know. I'm Nate.
I don't know, but hey, I'm Nate.
This is who I am.
And I'm disembodied brain.
I'm a disembodied brain. Walking in with a disembodied brain.
Just imagine it. Just imagine walking in with
imagine
one.
if you were two people were in a trench coat, but the head was a brain in a jar with some eyes drawn on it. Because that's what would let them get into, like, I don't know where I was going with that.
For some reason, I hit I'm trying to work into, you know that Van Halen song? The Love Comes Walking In. Love comes walking in.
And it's a brain.
But I'm thinking, but instead of love, it's disembodied brain.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. A brain comes walking in. It's just a brain. I don't know.
Should we have just stayed retired? Should we have dug this back up? Does the world need more?
They're getting it. Man, I know you're getting ready to close it up, but that made me think of something. It made me think so hard.
Okay.
One of my living in this new ridiculous house, which listen, upcoming episodes, folks. Listen, here's what we got on the docket.
Yeah, go on.
That doesn't exist. We've got Sam's opened up a fucking restaurant.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't even mention that.
Sam's opened up a restaurant. Nate has like somehow reverted to living in like a 22-year-old frat house, college frat house. There may or not have been experiences with alternate realities.
Oh shit! Okay.
We could do a whole podcast on that.
Yeah.
Yep. The Royal We brings you psychedelics. That's good Lord. Yeah, you think this is nonsense?
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it next episode. We can do a quick update of our lives.
I'm just saying. This is what's. I'm teasing. I'm teasing what's to come.
Yeah, it's smart. Get the 3 listeners. I mean, Alden. Hey, buddy. Next episode. Just you wait.
Yeah, there's a handful.
Well, we'll just put it on YouTube. Actually, we get a little bit of a following on YouTube.
Yeah, especially when we have really sexy titles. Which
God, those fucking pervs.
Super perverted, man.
We should call this something sexy. Just sex tape.
I know. Let me throw this out real quick because I'll forget about it. A friend of mine who I just met recently, he sent this thing into our new group chat and said, "I've been offered." He's a Spanish guy. Says, "I've been offered to be in a 3-way."
Okay.
He goes, and we're like, yeah. I was like, okay. And he goes, yes. He goes, and I've even been offered to be paid $10,000 for it. This is NT, but that's like 350 USD.
That's a good amount of money to be in a 3-way. But a devil's 3-way?
See, that's the thing. I didn't realize that was the name, but he goes, but there's a kicker. And we're all like, yeah, we know the kicker, dude. You got to fuck the dude. And he's like, yes.
Devil's 3-way.
Devil's 3-way. And then we're like, and then our other friend said, hey man, but take the money. A butthole's just a butthole in the dark.
Oh, you've got to fuck. Oh wait, he doesn't have to just whoa, wait a minute. So there's gonna be a woman involved, but he has to fuck both the woman and the other dude?
Yep.
They both just can't go to town on the girl?
Nope.
God damn it, you derailed the end of this podcast. so we were at the door and I was like, wait, hold up.
And he said, just take the money. And what made me think of it, dude, I completely forgot about it, but you were singing the song. And it made me, because he said, a butthole's just a butthole in the dark. And all I could hear is when he said that was like a Guns N' Roses song. I mean, like, a butthole's just a butthole in the dark.
And then love comes walking in, man.
Yeah. And be smooth or hairy from the start.
Why did he feel the need? Well, how was he being approached? And then he decided in a group chat?
I think it was an ongoing thing, and they wanted it to happen, and eventually they got together and was like, listen, we want this to happen so bad, we'll pay you $350 US for this just go in for a complete fuck fest. And he's like, I don't know what I should do.
Is he super attractive?
He's a handsome dude. He's a handsome guy.
I don't think $350 is enough for me to fuck a dude.
Yeah.
There's a price, but it's not $350.
Buttholes above.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna fuck a dude for $350. I would have sex with a girl.
You gotta know.
I would be.
You gotta know which butthole to go for.
I want to thank Kishibashi for letting us use the song intro/pathos of the item 151A. If you guys want to send us headlines and shit again, you guys can do that at WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. You can also send it to us on Facebook if you guys are friends with us, which you probably are. Or maybe even put it as a comment on our YouTube, because I don't think we're going to be doing this as a podcast, hosted on as a podcast anymore. I think we're just going to be putting them on YouTube.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
We might edit this out. It depends on if we...
Because hosting was a whole fucking pain in the ass. Remember that?
Yeah, I may have an answer to it, though. So we can edit this. We can edit this out.
May have an answer. He's hell-bent on finding an answer.
I'm hell-bent. I'm finding a butthole in the dark.
Just finding it. There's one in this room somewhere. I know it. You're looking for a butthole in the dark. You're going to find it. Imagine if that was for $350, you have to find the butthole in the dark.
I mean, given a finite space and enough time.
Okay, all right. We'll get out of here. Bye, Dad. Good night, Dad.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye. Spreading legs and spreading crobes.
Ugh.